So welcome to Ask the Flyover, the series in which members of the We Make Places team and the Friends of the Flyover answer questions put to them by the public about our project. So today's question is who's behind it and why, and what role is the council playing in it? So if I try to answer that, as I said, We Make Places is the organisation. We're a community interest company and we are behind the Flyover project. And how it came about was that three of us, Steve and Mark and myself, went on holiday to Rotterdam, and we were at the time kind of considering what we were doing with our careers, what we were doing with the work that we do in different roles in working in architecture and design in the city and regeneration. And we were thinking about the city, Liverpool, which we all live in and which we all love, and wondering what we could contribute to its future. And we decided to create what we called a series of provocations for the city, which were our ideas that we put forward to the city in terms of things that they could do to regenerate it and make it better in particular areas and projects. And we kind of did it as our gift to the city. And one of the ideas was to create this elevated urban park from the Churchill Way flyover in the city centre. And the reason we put the idea forward was because the council had recently written a document called the Strategic Investment Framework, and that document talked about how various parts of the city needed to be regenerated. It talked a lot about Lime Street and about Williamson Square and the area around the bus station, etc., and the plans they had for that. And it talked about the fact that the flyover may become redundant to traffic in the future, and that if that was the case, what they would have to do would be demolish it. And our response was just that actually, if you were going to do that for really good reasons, the new works to the areas around it, spending £4 or £5 million knocking it down didn't seem like a very good use of public money at the time, at a time when we don't really have a lot of money in the public purse. So we proposed an alternative use of keeping it without the cars, if that was what was going to happen anyway, and turning it into a public park. So time has moved on. The council thought that was a great idea and started talking to us, and we've been exploring it with them for a couple of years now. And time's moved on, and really at the moment there isn't a deadline or a definite plan to close it to traffic. And so we're working in partnership with the council to look at how we can share the use of the flyover. So we're doing a series of events where we close it to traffic on Sundays, and we fill it with culture and art and activities for families and the community and visitors to the city. So hopefully that answers the question of who's behind it, why we're behind it, and what our partnership and relationship is with the council.